Hello, this is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and I'm proud to say, actually I'm not proud to say, I'm just glad to say that this old I'm going to leave this in. This whole website of mine has been around for 20 years as of March this year. And so I hope you can hear me okay because I quit using that extra microphone. Anyway, so all the pictures you see on there are 20 years old, and that's why they don't look like me anymore. But you know what they say? Old pictures of old people always make them look younger. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. I'm really happy to have been able to have a website like that for about 20 years. But what's this video about? It's about this thing here. My son gave me this, several months, 2 or 3 months ago. Seems like time flies anymore. And this thing has made me feel really stupid many times. I think it was that thing. Anyway, you'll notice a little thing on the side there. I've made it so I could lift things, lift heavy weights and drop things. I've done some things that maybe some guys wouldn't because they paid for it. Hope my son doesn't mind me testing things out. And I've slammed it into the ground by accident. I mean, I didn't slam it. It just thought it was supposed to drop when it was about 2 or 3 feet off the ground. So anyway, this thing, I really love it. It's a nice drone, excellent drone. But like I said, it's made me feel dumb several times. So here's why I'm making this video. A couple of days ago, I made a flight plan using the Waypoints app, so I could make sure that if it's flying into something, the object avoidance system will prevent an accident. And I'm pretty sure it will. But so I made the plan so it would come around and run into me. And then the only thing was, it would only go down to 6 feet, and I'm 5 foot 9 inches. But I thought, well, I'll just hold my hand up in front of it. So I went to the park yesterday, and the video is up for you to watch. I'll put some links to it. And I was too short. So turns out it was higher above me than I thought. And so then this morning, I spend some time with Jesus every day, and then this morning he kind of told me again how dumb I was. And so, because I thought I was too short. So this video is going to show you what I think I figured out about this thing. I'm gonna next time I go, I'm gonna take a step stool and stand up on that just to make sure. So be watching for that video. But anyway, let's get started, and I'll show you what I think I figured out this morning. All right, here I am out at the park, and this is what the Mavic 2 was looking at. And I've got him lined up so he'll come straight at me, and I'm moving a little bit, and I'm going to be putting my hand up because I'm too short, and I want my hand to be in front of him. Okay, so he comes along, and I'm stretching as much as I can, and he goes over my hand, and you can, on the video, you can hear me saying, I'm too short, I'm too short. And so I thought, well, okay, it failed. So then look at this again and see if you see anything, any change in anything to make it, did it slow down as it went by me? That could be. I haven't been able to notice for sure if it did that, but it looks like it might have slowed down just a little bit. And so we'll do this in high speed and see if you can see any change in the speed, any change in altitude, anything like that that might have happened. And so it just is, it doesn't look to me like anything happened. Now here's something to remember so you can look again. When your drone rises, the stuff in the background rises relative to the stuff in the front ground. So take a look. See all the objects back there, the houses, they come up relative to the place where I'm standing. Look at it one more time. Okay, so that's how you can tell whether or not your drone is climbing. You know, it's just a natural built-in thing. Now look close as he goes over me here and see if you can detect, I can't, but maybe you can detect something in the background that changes altitude as he goes over me to show that he rose just a little tiny bit. and I can't find anything. So you know, it just doesn't make sense. So I went to my tablet, and as you can see, it says it's at an altitude of 6.6 feet, and the vertical position sensor says it's at 8.5 feet, and that can be calibrated, and I need to calibrate that because I don't think it was up that high. But watch as it goes over me. The height is not accurate enough, but the vertical position sensor down in the lower right is going to just glitch just a little bit as it goes over me. Did you notice that? It came up to 8.9 and back to 8.5. So it noticed me as it went over me. And you know, if that's the case, especially the vertical position sensor, should have made a change in the altitude as it went over me, which might be why it was too high. Here he comes again. Now watch that 8.5. 8.9, 8.5. So he's noticing me as he goes over. The only thing is he keeps going over. So anyway, as you watch this video, if you get any ideas, be sure and let me know. If you see anything, I'm going to be running it again. So with a step stool. So be watching for that. And I want to thank you for watching, and God bless.